Hello and welcome back to Tactics Talk with me, Guido. Thanks for tuning in, guys. On this, you like my new intro right there? I'm still working on. I am here on. How many times can I change gear while I'm talking? I'm here on El Haluf. I'm bottom tier in a 357 and a tier 8 T92 American Premium Scout tank. And on this episode, we're going to talk about the road less traveled. The road less traveled. If you follow me at all, then you realize that I talk a lot about the high percentage play, and I basically tell everyone, always go to the high percentage play. Well, do I always do that? No, I don't always do that. Do I expect everyone who watches me to do exactly as I play? No, I don't expect that either. And in fact, doing the road less traveled can sometimes be good, and it can sometimes be interesting. Sometimes it can help your team win. Sometimes it's just a byproduct of your team winning. So have I covered all the bases? Sometimes it's basically everything. When I loaded into El Haluf right here on this encounter battle, it is kind of difficult to use the scout right here. Usually what you find is the scouts are going to run around down here to some extent and try to get up here. But do they ever really get there? Not really. What I find usually down here is a bunch of dead scouts and mediums doing their thing. But I decide, you know what, let's go down here with the intent of getting up underneath them, getting up this ramp and starting to light guys. I see so many scouts and guys go down here with the intent of taking the spot and no real clue what they want to do next. If I'm going to do something like that, I need to get up out of this pit, either up here, tuck under, or get up here and start finding the enemy. So let's see how that works. Initially, I'm going to be a bit selfish because what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow my teammates who seem to be pushing down there en masse to go ahead and get some lights. And there is some utility to having somebody up here sniping and attempting to help. And what you will find is my gunnery skill is absolute crap. There's a miss. Now this is going to be right behind. Oh, okay, I shut the ground. Good job, Guido. And nope, no, he's not. Okay, so maybe I can hit this guy. Yep, oh no, not even close. What about now? Hey, he's tracked. Maybe I can hit him now. Hey, I hit him once. Centurion's coming. Maybe I can get him in the end. Let's see, get him again. Hey, I got a kill. And we got the Centurion coming down. We'll put a shot into him. Pretty soon I figure I'm going to get lit. You'll notice that I'm backing up every time because I'm pretty sure maybe this time he's going to actually get a light on me. No, maybe not. Yes, he did. So back. Probably went to the well. I went to the well one too many times. They do have an artillery. So we did what you kind of want to do over here, and unfortunately my team is camp-tastic. We got a Grill, a Scorpion, an FT, a 100, an E75, a prototype all along the ridge, although it looks like the 100.01 just loaded late and is trying to get to the fight. Ricochet, come on! So there goes the Charioteer running off, and now I'm going to take my scout downhill. And this is pretty much exactly what you're trying to do if you're going to work this flank, is get in there fast, kill whatever they have coming, and try not to let it devolve into a stalemate, because then you just have a bunch of tanks sitting on a flank doing nothing. I can see that the WZ's headed up. He knows what he's doing, so I'm going to go up there and try to help this guy out. I see the prototype up on the left. He's got at least one other friend there. I think another prototype, actually. Are they platoon? No, they don't seem to be platoon. And now I'm going to come up here and start lighting these guys up. Holy cow, we got a 103B up on this weird spot up here. We've got a Charioteer right here, and we're looking for prototypes. There's one right there. Nope, can't quite see him. I'm going to back up and see if I can't go up this hill a little bit. This tank has pretty bad elevation on its gun because it's this weird little space age looking turret thing. So its lookup is pretty bad. Unfortunately, I gave myself away. The WZ's gone around, so this is the road less traveled part, right? So everyone kind of knows to go to this ramp, but they don't have a lot of ideas of what to do next. And the WZ ends up showing me the way. And I was thinking about that. I wanted to go that way, but I wasn't sure I could get there. But what I knew about what the WZ did is, you know what, I can. With my scout camo, because I have moving camo, i.e. I don't lose camo while I'm moving, I had a reasonable expectation of getting past those two prototypes and headed up here onto this ramp. And if you didn't know it, you can come up on the top of this ramp, no problem. And holy cow, I'm being a little bit dangerous here. But I'm going to give me some damage. I'm getting some damage. A shot on him. He's thinking, oh man, I got to get out of here. Make a run for it, fella. Oh, geez, look at that. And one more shot. Off he goes. Charioteer dies. The other prototype is behind the rock, but he's coming around. So what I want to do is do this road less traveled. Ow, hit my WZ, buddy. get up on this ridge here. Now I can cover myself up a little bit. I've already fired my goal. Oh, he sees me. This is dumb. How dumb can I be? Yes, made a miss. So I got lucky there. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's go up here and see if we can't find... Where did this stirve thing go? Where is this stirve? The rest of the team's doing pretty well, so it didn't hurt my team that I'm over here futzing around. We were able to take on some of their tanks. And if you're going to go to the road less traveled, the place people don't really expect you to be, make sure you're being effective about it and you're just cleaning up tanks as fast as possible. It's when you go to places like this and it becomes a big stalemate that you're really hurting your team, because then you've got a weaker team than you could have on the important terrain, which in this case happens to be the northwest on this map. So this guy's turning around thinking, oh crap, that guy's behind me. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right, whatever it is. Another shot into him. Oh, come on, depression. No! Ah! That's one of the things that's difficult about working on terrain like that. If you're not paying attention, sometimes you can get your gun in kind of a weird position. Alright, so let's go see what we can do with this stirve. I have a lot of backup here. These guys are waiting for shots, so I'm thinking if I can get in on this dude and get him turning around, I should give my buddies some shots into their side. I'm thinking about it for a moment. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this thing. Road less traveled. Let's pick a guy out of the corner. Take that, stirve. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's gonna hurt. That did hurt. That did. I'm stuck. Oh, he's having trouble because he is doing the old siege mode thing, and I'm trying to turn, and he's trying to turn, and neither one of us is fast. I've let him on fire, but he's got an automatic fire extinguisher. I don't want to do that. Alright, so let's talk about this real quick. He's trying to scrape me off, and he's having a hard time backing up. If he was able to back up at all, he'd have had a little trouble scraping me off. But what I'm doing is I'm turning right while he's turning, and watch what happens. As I'm turning right and forcing him from being able to get in front of me, I'm able to just do that and then crawl up onto the side. A little bit of separation. Oh, jeez. Not quite dead yet. Back, 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 back. There we go. And we got that guy down. And off we go. So the road less traveled. Not really the high percentage play. But we end up making it happen by pushing in and being aggressive. Was I the reason for the win? Not really. The guys that did a decent job over in the northwest were probably more largely responsible for it. The good news is, though, that we kept these guys busy enough that they weren't able to flank or go over and help the guys who were the red guys that were over in the northwest. So I'm just cleaning up this artillery so he doesn't get any more ridiculous kills on people while we try to clean up their team, which for some reason has decided to get on the cap, at least with the tortoise. Something I talk about a lot is at the end game when you're looking to clean up hit points, never give up on the hit points. I'm thinking as I'm driving in, like, I'm probably not going to get those 42 hit points. There's not very many. There's an artillery. I don't know how many guys are sitting there looking at this dude. How come he's not dead? I don't know, but I'm actually going to get a shot on him. So what's going to happen here? Oh, I'm going to get the kill because I kept playing the game. Down he goes, and the 54 is destroyed by the grill. So it ends up being 2,553 4-kill game. All right, lots of little crappy tanks. Not really the focus of the win, but ended up contributing in that I kept a bunch of the guys that were camping on their cap, or where they, not their cap, but where they spawned, from getting into the battle. In general, I would say I'd rather have someone like me in the critical battle area, but if you're going to do the road less traveled, go for a little fun, you want to do something different, you're bored, at least do it right, do it carefully aggressive, push in there, kill off the guys on the flank, and hurry up and get back and help the rest of your team. Alright guys, that's all I got. Hope you like what you saw. Hope you learned something in there along the way. If you liked it and you learned something, or maybe if you just liked it but didn't learn something, or you learned something but didn't like it. Either one of those will work for me. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you.